today we have very interesting topic on the 𝗕𝗏𝗃. You must be all heard and maybe travel to the airport via the 𝗕𝗏𝗃 seamless experience. So we're discussing about how the 𝗕𝗏𝗃 is transforming the digital identity and using blockchain and using decentralized identity and the biometric. And today we have very eminent guest speaker who has the X innovation product head of the 𝗕𝗏𝗃 and currently advisor to 𝗕𝗏𝗃, and he's a founder and CEO of one company called Biometric, specialized in the biometric solutions out there. So just let me first introduce myself and then we will hear from Ram, his background and what his contribution to the 𝗕𝗏𝗃 ecosystem in India. So myself, 𝗕𝗶𝗵𝗏𝗶, I co-founder of FSV Capital and lead the Linux Foundation India chapter. And you must be knowing like 𝗕𝗏𝗃 is one of the blockchain uses the Hyperledger India Ares, which is the Linux Foundation projects. So it's great to be here, and let's listen from Ram, like his background.
Thank you, 𝗗𝗵𝗵. First of all, hello everyone. I would like to thank 𝗗𝗵𝗵 and SmartTech Asia for giving this opportunity to be part of this podcast and part of this event. So I am Ram Kunchur and I am ex-head of product innovation at 𝗕𝗏𝗃 Foundation and currently a technology advisor to the CEO of 𝗕𝗏𝗃 Foundation. And I also have a company called as Biometric Systems, which specializes in identity solutions using homegrown Indian biometric algorithms, and we also hold a couple of patents. Regarding my background, I come with 17 plus years of industry experience. Worked in multiple countries like US, UK, France, Portugal and Australia. I come from quintessential MNC background, but 𝗕𝗏𝗃 is an experience of lifetime and I'm privileged to be associated with 𝗕𝗏𝗃. And 𝗕𝗏𝗃 is a platform like none other. It has given passengers a seamless entry to the airport, various touch points of the airport, and it has made the life easy for a passenger. And we have solved a problem which always existed, and now people endorse 𝗕𝗏𝗃 wherever we go. People are fans of 𝗕𝗏𝗃 wherever we go. So I would like to thank all of those fans and all of those passengers and all the stakeholders for making 𝗕𝗏𝗃 a great success.
Yeah. So thank you. So I think everyone know about the 𝗕𝗏𝗃. Even I also travel many times. But if you can share something which people don't know about the 𝗕𝗏𝗃, is maybe is a kind of invention and how it all started. And because there are many misconceptions I heard about, especially data storage, and even some people, the special communities actually say like we should not use the 𝗕𝗏𝗃 and share our data to some centralized system. Yeah. Even I recently came around one news like tax department is collecting data and maybe do the taxes to the people who traveling more. So can you just share about those people don't know about the 𝗕𝗏𝗃, so people get a confidence in terms of using the services?
Absolutely. So there is a saying, right, with all due respect, half knowledge is always dangerous.
Yeah, right.
So people should understand, and it's our responsibility to educate, and we have been doing this all along to educate people about what are the principal concepts of 𝗕𝗏𝗃. And what is the core behind 𝗕𝗏𝗃? It is predominantly decentralized identity system. If you take systems like Aadhaar, they are centralized, but 𝗕𝗏𝗃 is decentralized. In simple layman terms, your data is only on your phone. It doesn't leave your phone till you have a consent and till you basically, till you share it at your own will. Yeah. For your own convenience and for your own usage. Yeah. It is consent based, consent driven. The whole data is stored in your own wallet, and basically we use blockchain concepts called as issuer, holder and verifier, where 𝗕𝗏𝗃 is the issuer of your credential, verifiable credentials, and the passenger or the user are the holders and airports are the verifiers. So there's a trust triangle, and this is how it works. In essence, there is no data stored on server. It's only on your mobile, and hence it is very secure and safe, and it's impossible to hack the system because all the data is present on your own wallet, your own mobile.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even I maybe simplify to the people who are the technical. So it's simply if you heard about the word like SSI, DID,
Yes.
or self-sovereign identity. So technically, via the cryptographically manner, you are providing user to store data and prove your authenticity without
Yes.
someone centrally storing it.
Absolutely.
So, and I think it's not just this, just the 𝗬𝗗𝗏. There are number of platforms available.
Absolutely.
Especially in e-governance. Especially there is British Columbia government uses the similar kind of concept for the verification of the all
Right.
the different businesses and the citizens.
Right.
Similarly, in European Union, there are a couple of identity standards being created to keeping the same, like the identity of the user and data should be in control of the user.
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
so for the technical people, maybe can understand the UID, DID, 𝗬𝘁𝐶 compliant, and the similar kind of things. Yeah,
Correct.
thank you.
Correct.
And other thing, like maybe it will add the more detail about like 𝗬𝗗𝗏, can't see, like na. So there is I see like in the many places 𝗬𝗗𝗏 people are wearing a T-shirt like
Don't know your customer.
𝗬𝗗𝗏 doesn't know you.
Yeah.
Na. And this is very good message, like
Yeah.
we are enabling you to experience the seamless.
Yeah.
But still we don't know you, and I think
Absolutely.
generally the companies always say like we know all our customer and so on. And here is a different message, like
Absolutely.
we doesn't know you. So
Yeah.
can you just explain those part how it all works?
Yes. So this is again in conjunction with what I said earlier, right? Because we use blockchain and there is nothing stored centrally. So there is no way for us to know who is using 𝗬𝗗𝗏. There is no way for us to have access to any of your PII data, personally identifiable information, including your biometrics. We don't have access to it. It's only stored on your wallet, as you said, using self-sovereign identity, blockchain, and the whole trust triangle, right? And basically, we work on a concept wherein only the blockchain issues your verifiable credential, and then that becomes your single source of truth, which with your own consent you share. And hence we are amplifying this particular concept wherein I don't know you. So there is no way for us to backtrack and say that, okay, 𝗗𝗏 uses 𝗬𝗗𝗏, unless 𝗗𝗏 himself comes and tells that I am a fan of 𝗬𝗗𝗏 and I use 𝗬𝗗𝗏. So this is the whole concept wherein the decentralized ID comes into the picture, and we share the data with the airport. I mean, the user share the data with the airport, and after 24 hours of your departure, airport deletes this data to ensure that no data is written on the airport server as well.
Yeah, correct. Now, it very simple. Even if you want to experience the similar thing, just remove the app from your phone and reinstall again.
Absolutely.
You will see like there is any data, whatever you traveled in the past or your identity is all gone.
It's all gone,
So
and we cannot restore it because we get many requests.
Correct, to restore it. So this is not possible, and this is the clear example. Like even the non-technical person understand like if they can't recover the data,
Absolutely.
it simply is not stored somewhere. It's stored in phone only.
Absolutely.
No,
Absolutely.
And I think this has become relevant in terms of the current DPDP rule is coming.
Right.
So, and I think I remember we had some kind of very interesting panel in Delhi with DSCI, I think,
Right.
about like the lots of concerns raised by the communities or the leaders about the 𝗬𝗗𝗏 compliance ready thing. So I think we able to justify those things, but still if you want to add like how it is compliant with the DPDP rules for the audience.
Yeah, well, DPDP has released its rules. So obviously, as I said, because we are already using a decentralized ID method, so we are also studying how DPDP affects us, because we basically user accesses their own Aadhaar data to create a verifiable credential with their own consent, and we have multiple consents in place. So we are also looking into DPDP rule, if anything of that is applicable to us, and if yes, we will comply with that. And because again, as I mentioned, and I would re-emphasize that your data doesn't leave your phone without your consent, and it's stored only on your phone. So we are trying to understand the whole DPDP compliance, because still it is in a nascent stage, wherein and I think DPDP are also giving time for organizations such as banks and other users to other players to understand and to ensure that compliance is met. Rest assured, 𝗬𝗗𝗏 will be compliant if required of any of those rules applicable to us.
Yeah. Now, I think when maybe technically we discuss about the SSI, but like, can you just explain the SSI to the normal people, and
Absolutely.
how 𝗬𝗗𝗏 is implemented in the system?
Yeah. So again, the whole concept of issuer, verifier, and holder comes into picture. I'll give a very simple example of self-sovereign identity. So let us say my date of birth is 01/01/1990, right? So for me to prove that I am above 18 years or older, to let us say if I want to get an access to some service, let us say I need to buy a liquor for which you need to be of 18 years or whatever. Yeah. So I need not give my date of birth to that entity, but self-sovereign identities, the system can verify that I am 18 and above without disclosing my date of birth. This is the whole concept of self-sovereign identity. So without disclosing my information, I can still get verified.
I think people call it a selective disclosure.
Absolutely.
The term in technically people use.
Absolutely. So without giving date of birth, the system can still ascertain that I am above 18. Correct. So this is a classic example of self-sovereign identity. And then there is a concept of trust registry wherein interoperability exists. Let us say tomorrow if I issue a verifiable credential and it can be verified other than airport, let us say it can be verified by hotels or other places. So that trust registry should be there, and then only then they will be able to verify that. And this thing is controlled by 𝗬𝗗𝗏, how that whole trust exists.
Correct. Yeah. Correct. And I think the other thing simple, I will write, like suppose if you currently whether going to hotel or whatever, you must be sharing your identity card which is stored and copied by them. No? It is simply
Absolutely.
And how maybe you getting all these missed calls and other, this could be the same issue because people are capturing your information.
Yeah.
And maybe they don't need, for example, like say buying a liquor, you just need the proof, age of proof, for example, not your address, PIN code, your biometric details is not relevant.
Correct.
Similar thing for the other, let's say for hotel, you just want to know your identity, your full name, right?
Right.
You don't know about their biometric. So this is the kind of solution to address those kind of challenges.
Correct.
So, and I think while talking about the traveler's experience, I think air travel is one, but in the life cycle of the experience, whether is hotels come in the picture, whether other services, let's say Uber, Ola kind of thing. So what's the 𝗬𝗗𝗏's plan? Because I seen in the app there are a couple of other additional services available.
Yeah.
So what's about those?
Yeah, absolutely. So while our primary focus is right now only on airports and international travel, after we cover the domestic travel, we are also working on international travel. So these use cases may be explored in future. It depends on the decision taken by the ministry and the board. So while technically it's very much possible, as you know, because we have already done it in airport, but it's more of compliance and how we can fit it in that ecosystem and make it happen. So when we have concurrence and when we have approvals from the authorities, then we would like to take it up. But as of now, we are focusing only on the domestic travel, as you know, and we want to scale to all the airports. And then maybe in future, this opens up for other industries as well.
Yeah. Thank you. As you just recently mentioned about the international traveler, right? So, are any collaboration going on between different airlines or different airport authorities in the world? I think I heard about some use case done between India and Nepal. Maybe So
I think so we
I think Bangladesh, India and Bangladesh, some pilot done by the 𝗬𝗗𝗏 for the international.
So to answer your question, so again, as you know, our CEO is part of the 𝗗𝗏 190. So basically, we are in discussion with 𝗗𝗏 to see how this can be taken internationally. And as far as POCs are there, we do POCs, but again, as I mentioned, our focus is on airports, and 𝗗𝗏 190 is where we would like to collaborate and have the international standards based on again passport-based enrollment, right? Because 𝗗𝗏 is the body which is governing the whole travel ecosystem from that standpoint. So yes, I think while the tech is in its place, it's more about compliance and regulation and how safely and securely these programs can work together and coexist, and also ultimately in the end give a reliable, safe, secure and seamless experience to the passengers.
Thank you. And I think India is very well known for the DPI, and now I think everyone is talking about 𝗬𝗗𝗏 is the next DPI. And DPI is a digital public infrastructure. So how you are saying the 𝗬𝗗𝗏 is becoming a DPI? I think it's already lots of discussion everywhere. I seen our CEO Suresh and 𝗬𝗏𝗃 team talking about
Yeah.
the DPI.
Yeah. So again, the testimony to 𝗬𝗏𝗃 being a DPI leader is us winning that award at SmartTech Asia, wherein
congratulations for that one.
Thank you. So wherein our CEO and 𝗬𝗏𝗃 Foundation won the award for India DPI leader. This wouldn't have been possible with immense love and support from the passengers, who are the main purpose of this, airports, our all stakeholders, ministry. So in terms of DPI, so I believe DPI is something where every citizen should benefit for a certain service, right? For example, UPI. So while 𝗬𝗏𝗃 has embarked on this journey of making decentralized identity possible, I am sure many other industries will take note of this and will consult 𝗬𝗏𝗃, and we can help them to enable this ecosystem in other use cases as well, because 𝗬𝗏𝗃 is a not-for-profit, it's a 𝗬𝗏𝗃 Foundation, right? So we would like to collaborate and help others to achieve this, the digital public infrastructure, the dream of DPI, right? Because so 𝗬𝗏𝗃 has the power of becoming next UPI, and it's already at
next UPI for the travel industry.
Absolutely. And then when the technology adoption happens, even now everywhere in the world people talk about 𝗬𝗏𝗃, right? So we are leading from the front, right? We are cited as example of one of the largest blockchain implementations in the world using biometric and in a decentralized manner. So yes, there's a huge opportunity and a huge number of use cases wherein 𝗬𝗏𝗃 can act as a flag bearer of next big thing in DPI.
Yeah. I think if you understand the DPI fundamentals, so like it uses the open source, it was the open environment and governance.
Yes.
And all in the 𝗬𝗏𝗃 we see it because we're using all the open source components.
Absolutely.
From the blockchain to the biometric algorithms to the infrastructure, and I think how the governance and non-profit is clearly said the 𝗬𝗏𝗃 is the next DPI.
Absolutely. As we are a member of Hyperledger Foundation and all other artifacts, we use this open source. So yes, absolutely.
Correct.
Yeah.
So now I remember in couple of discussion with Suresh and in the media as well about talking about the 𝗬𝗏𝗃, DPI, and then 𝗬𝗏𝗃 sandbox, right?
Yeah, right.
So what is the 𝗬𝗏𝗃 plan for next 5 years, and how you want to enable the digital identity ecosystem in India? Because travel is one point, but there could be number of use cases could be built around, and how the UPI ecosystem enable the fintech in India.
Absolutely.
Could be same 𝗬𝗏𝗃 could be enabled for all the travel stack.
Yes.
Building in India.
Absolutely. Yeah. So thanks for bringing this up. And while I said technically we have everything we need to do that, but it's more of compliance and it's more of what we would like to focus on, what 𝗬𝗏𝗃 would like to focus on. And this is a decision which the stakeholders will take. And of course, we can always be the enablers, and we can always be at the front of technology, wherein we say this is how it is done, right? And there are multiple use cases wherein 𝗬𝗏𝗃 can be taken as an example or a benchmark, right? Of how to implement this kind of a system at scale. So yes, so whenever such opportunities come up, and whenever we have concurrence, and whenever we have approval from our authorities, so we would definitely love to explore it.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's great, and all the best to 𝗬𝗏𝗃 and helping us, because people like me travel a lot, I think, and 𝗬𝗏𝗃 simplified my travel experience, because earlier whether I need to go 2 hours earlier, now I don't care about 2 hours, I just simply go 30 minutes before, and because I use the 𝗬𝗏𝗃 and seamlessly I might take the check-in and onboarding.
Absolutely.
So it's very good experience, and thank you 𝗬𝗏𝗃 and Suresh and Ram and all the leadership out there.
Thank you, 𝗂𝗏𝗃. At the outset, I would like to thank all our stakeholders, including passengers, who are the main purpose of this. Then airports, for being a integral and very important part of our ecosystem. And then Ministry of Civil Aviation. And also all the stakeholders. I may miss out someone, but all the stakeholders. And our visionary CEO, 𝗬𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁, our head of IT operations, 𝗬𝗏𝗁𝗁, and all our team members working relentlessly to make sure that 𝗬𝗏𝗃 system is up and running, and it keeps giving you the seamless experience. And as we say, we make your life easier, and the kind of compliments we get from people, about 𝗬𝗏𝗃, It's really a true testament of how we have been able to touch lives of passengers, and we would like to continue to do so, and to extent possible ensure that the experience becomes more and more seamless, and we add more and more innovative elements to it while keeping security and privacy first.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you. And any message to audience you would like to give at the end?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would like to take this opportunity and this forum to mention that everyone should be aware that 𝗗𝗏 is a decentralized system. There is absolutely no storage of data on the server. Your data is in your wallet. You are in control of your data. With your consent, the data is shared to the airports only for the time of travel, and you can be rest assured that your data was and will be safe and secure always.
Yeah, thank you. And I think last message too from my side. So there are, if you know neither, please go and download the 𝗗𝗏𝗏 app from Android or iPhone. There are more than 24 airports already having the
1
𝗗𝗏𝗏
crore users.
Yeah, and more than 1 crore users. So if you're not still downloaded, just download and experience how the 𝗗𝗏𝗏 enabled the seamless experience of the air travel.
So ideally, I should have said that, but you said that. So yeah, thank you, 𝗂𝗶𝗏. Thanks for that.
Yeah, thank you.